Hello everyone, and welcome to
So here we are,
today's
another
match.
day of pride, pomp and
Manchester
polarisation
United
as two
against
tribes representing
Arsenal.
London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is undoubtedly a mouth-watering encounter. Certainly it has played a significant part in the history of the English game.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
We are just getting started. That has been cut short. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, they could break here. He's through here. He's shifting through the gears here. Very nicely done. Totti! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Totti is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
First quarter of an hour gone. Still goalless at the moment. James. Savinho. Ambitious ball here.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
And it's Hullet. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Oh, just skips past his man. And this is Adriano. Harrison kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
It's Totti! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Robertson. To Martinelli. Robertson. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Martinelli. That's Rijkaard. Scholes. And it's Ferdinand. Ball played for Kukçu. Robertson gets into a good position. Ball in towards the middle. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Rijkaard! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Maldini. Hullet. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Robertson. James. Savinho. Now it's Savinho. And here's Savinho. And it's James. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And it's Robertson. He won't be happy with that one. Aims beyond the defence. And he's picked it up out wide. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Totti. He's on it. Can he get away? And Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful!
Well, we had a feeling, Peter, that he would show up sometime, but not in such spectacular style. I can tell you it certainly made one man's job a lot easier in this half-time break.
Lionel Messi.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Adriano. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Martinelli.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Adriano. And that's a dangerous ball. Shot could be on. Over to the right flank. He has found the way. And the finish! Messi! From another planet! About as smooth as it gets. So, a temporary halt to the action.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Manchester United are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. That gets us going once more. Martinelli. Martinelli will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Martinelli receives it in a wide position. It's a pretty loose pass. He's having a hit! And this is Shevchenko.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's Ferdinand. And it's James. Looking to play him in. Chance to deliver.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Savinho. Kirkchu. And it's Skull. Applies the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Scholes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
James. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Martinelli. Crosses it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Hullet. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. James. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now Howson. Rijkaard. And it's James. Kukcu. Scholes. And here's Martinelli. And it's Robertson. Now Howson. And it's Robertson. Ferdinand. Savinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great defending, strong and determined. Hullet. James made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now it's Shevchenko, played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Time and again they are repelled.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Howson. Now it's Totti. Can he get it through? Spread neatly. That's good play.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Pullet finds himself offside.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9, Adriano. Number 23, Francesco Totti. Coming on the field. Number 13, Johan Cruyff. Number 21, Eden Hazard.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. And he's being shifted off it. James. Kukçu. And Rafinha. Azar. Rodri. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Robertson. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. And it's James. And it's Ribery. Now it's Lampard. Oh, that's a very decent chance! Rafinha. 5 minutes left on the clock. Robertson. Trossard. Opts for safety. And it's James. Ball played for Kukçu. Ribery. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Lampard. He's picked his way through.
At a time.
Robertson. That's that, the end. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to.
So here we are,
today's
another
match.
day of pride, pomp and polarisation as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes, though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
So we're very much on the way now. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's not got that quite right. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Tries to play it through. Crosses it in. Takes a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Tries to get it clear. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Robertson. And that's played in low. Corner given.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Towering header! Oh, it's taken a touch. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Not the most accurate pass. Pull it. That's good play. Pull it! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Bullet certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Well read, and the danger is averted. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Aim forwards, pinches it off him. And that's another throw. And it's James. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. And the counter is on. Passes short and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Impressive jump! Goal! Manchester United! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, 1-0 the score. Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar. Hazard. Played out wide. Hazard. Hoisted in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's Rijkaard. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's James. Kirkchu. But that is good defending. It's been repelled.
Manchester United can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Referee's given a throw. Aimed beyond the defence. Terrific effort! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Savinho knocks it into space. That has been cut short.
Have been indicated.
Vieira. Adriano. It's a pretty loose pass. James opts for safety, and Savinho. Kirkchu, and the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Back underway then. And it's Neymar. Now James. And it's Kirkchu. It's a really well-measured ball. Lampard is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Spread out to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's Lampard! Oh, it's hit the post. Nearly, but not quite.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Not a hint of offside here. Now it's Hullet. Forced to go back. Tries a shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
James. Savinho tries to pass it through. Neymar. And it's Robertson. To Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Pirlo. Ferdinand. Rijkaard. Robertson. He's found a way past. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's intervened well there. And it's Neymar. And here's Hazard. Robertson. And it's Neymar. Ball played for Rijkaard. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Neymar. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vieira. Hullet. Adriano. And it's Vieira. Savinho. And that pass just didn't quite work. Maldini. Chance here to counter. Adriano running with intent. Adriano was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lampard. And this is Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball, and he's worked it through. Neymar. That has been slung wide. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Succumbs to the pressure. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9, Adriano. Number 13, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field. Number 11, Gareth Bale. Number 10, Wayne Rooney.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. And he's managed to get free. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rijkaard. Manchester United are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And Robertson. Gabriel. Ferdinand. And it's Ribéry.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Rooney. Looking for the run. Oh, that's a fine interception. Gabriel. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Trossard gets into a good position.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. That's a shame, because it was such a good decision. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Ferdinand. Scholes. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18, Andrea Pirlo. Coming on to replace him is number 16.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Robertson, who's set up one goal so far, swings it across.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And it's Totti. Great vision. Now that's well seen too. And that will be it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get.
Hello everyone, and
Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days.
Manchester
Arsenal
United
versus Manchester United
against
will
Arsenal.
always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged: they cannot stand losing to each other. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Genuine, and he shoots!
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
James. And here's Kokchu. Now it's Savinho. And he's only too happy to take that back.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He's rising! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Pull it. Oh, that's nice. Pirlo. Vieira. He's in a great position here. Now, can he find a finish? And this is... He's having a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
James. Casillas. Quarter of an hour played. Ball is over the line.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
James.
Arsenal definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, there's the clearance. Rummenigge. Neymar. And it's Robertson. And he's picked it up out wide. He leaps for it, and again! And that is doing no harm.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Pirlo, approaching the half-hour mark.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
James. And Robertson. And it's Scholes. Scholes. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Robertson.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, what has happened here? The cross. Messi. Rummenigge. Ferdinand makes the interception. And it's Neymar. Kanu is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Neymar. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Pirlo. Tries to pass it through. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Rijkaard.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
For Ferdinand. And it's James. And here's Savinho. Pull it. Pirlo. And here's the chance to counter. Rummenigge. That's a shade optimistic. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Manchester United currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're underway for the second half.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Looks across and plays it in. And it's James. And he's intervened well there. Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Robertson. James has created one goal already. Oh, what's he done? Good chance here! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Robertson, gently done. Looking for options for movement. Scholes, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Ferdinand. Kökçü. Chance for Kanu. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's in on goal. Oh, good climb! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rummenigge. In with the challenge. Now it's Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Cruyff. Oh, they could be caught out here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
The atmosphere isn't great at this moment, Peter. The moans and groans from the crowd are quite audible now. Frustration's growing, and this can end up being a bit of a depressing cycle.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Robertson.
Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field.
Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game.
Number 10.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Oh, that's a fine interception. Savinho. And it's Ferdinand. Now Howson. Scholes. Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. It's really well cleared. Now Howson. And it's Scholes. And this is Neymar. He's in plenty of space here. And that's the keeper's ball.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi. Pirlo. And this is Rooney. Kukçu. And it's James. That has been cut short.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That is good progress on the left. And it's Messi. Messi! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Number 20, Lionel Messi. Number 7, Ruud Gullit. Coming on the field. Number 23, Francesco Totti. Number 22, Pavel Nedved.
So we have movement on both benches. And now they can spring out of defence. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Tries a measured ball. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Thuram wins the duel this time. Rafinha.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now it's Rooney. Now, what about a counter-attack? That looks a cracking ball. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutral.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
So here we are,
today's
another
match.
day of pride, pomp and
Manchester
polarisation
United
as two
against
tribes representing
Arsenal.
London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, this is undoubtedly a mouth-watering encounter. Certainly it has played a significant part in the history of the English game.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
We're up and running, and he shoots! It's not an especially good pass, that. That'll be a throw-in. Davids gets across and deals with it. And the pass is intercepted. Can he get it through? And he's quick to return it. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And we have liftoff! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That's going right the way across. Opts for safety. And it's been given away. And he's straight offside.
Arsenal definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Threads one in. And he's quick to snatch it back. James. Kukçu. And it's James. Now he's got space here. Pirlo. Now it's Rooney. Bullet is always looking to break lines. Rooney. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Davids. Oh, give it away. Now this could be it. It's Rooney! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Scholes. And Robertson. James. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rooney gets into a good position. Scholes. Now this could be a chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, great leap! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Scholes, renowned for his long-range shooting. Davids. James. Turns back here, probably the best option. Savinho receives it in a wide position. Manchester United are looking to break at pace.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Ah, he's given it away. He's picked his way through. He's in a good position. Strife! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping, and he's following up. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Robertson. Davids. Rijkaard. And the return pass.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Looking for options for movement. Oh, no joy this time. Rooney can so cleverly bypass the press. And he's managed to get free. Now there... It's Rooney! It has to be! Wayne Rooney! A finish right from the top drawer.
For Manchester United.
And look...
Number 10.
And that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Manchester United looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. That gets us going once more. James. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And here's Rooney. Scholes. Tries to pass it through. Pass somewhat off target. Pirlo. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Scholes. Could move up a gear here. Scholes. Rapid and full of intent. Showing great feet there. Chance here to counter. Rooney. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Azar.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
James. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And it's Ferdinand. Robertson. Knocks it into space. Totti, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Pirlo. Arsenal needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Robertson. Scholes. And it's played into the middle. He's not got that quite right. Pullet powering forward here. Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. James. Savinho. He is through here. Robertson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Shevchenko. Totti. And this is Rooney. And this is Hullet. Kukçu. Now James. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Maldini. Now, what about a counter-attack? Plays the return pass. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Cruyff, and the counter is on. And here's Rooney. Rooney ploughing through the middle. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ferdinand. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Could be danger here. He's found a way through. He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
How can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Manchester United are closing in on a comfortable win. Robertson. And it's Scholes. Played out to the left flank. And this is Hazard, delivered across.
That's good defensive concentration.
Tries a shot! Always going over the top.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 13.
So we have movement on both
Johan
benches.
Cruyff. Number 10, Wayne Rooney.
Turan. Manchester
7,
United clearly now in lead preservation mode. And he's worked it through. And the shot! He's kicked it out just.
Andrea Pirlo. Coming on the field, number 21, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 19.
And the keeper beats it away.
Number 22, Pavel Nedved. Number 20, Lionel
Manchester
Messi.
United are looking
Number
to go
16,
forward now.
Rodri.
Rummenigge. He's got away. Now it's Del Piero. Nedved. Oh, good climb. It's in. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago. Terrific effort! And no mistake. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from...
And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite that...
Hello, everyone, and
Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days. Arsenal versus Manchester United will always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged: they cannot stand losing to each other. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is... Chance for a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this fella Reece James is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal.
Got it! Oh, it's come loose.
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
And he's had it nicked away. And it's Hullet. That's a good ball out wide. Hullet. Oh, nice touch. And that has left him in a heap. Stood up well to him there. And this is Cruyff. Manchester United are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Bullish header! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
James. Kukçu. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Quality ball. And he welcomes it in. James. Quarter of an hour played. So we're still where we started right now. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Great ball, and he's in here! Good read, needed to be. Shevchenko with the foul. Now it's Bale. Good ball, good take. Gerrard. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Scholes, renowned for his long-range shooting. James. It's a good run down the right. That's Rijkaard. Maldini makes the interception. Vieira. Shevchenko. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rijkaard. And it's Robertson. Well, nicely intercepted. Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No, that's been intercepted. Scholes. James. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good foot in there. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And they've got a throw. Rijkaard. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's in on goal! It's not an especially good pass, that. Robertson. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Scholes. Great vision. And the ball is out of play.
Gerrard, and it's Cruyff.
Tries to pass it.
And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Gerrard. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Manchester United have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. The second half is up and running. Manchester United currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And he's forced to go back. James.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Pirlo played out to the left flank. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Hullet. Scholes. To Azar. Scholes. And this is Shevchenko. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Scholes. He's on it. Can he get away? He's found the way through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rijkaard. Manchester United just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And here's Gerrard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ribéry. Kukçu. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Gerrard. Lovely, now then.
Cruyff! Hits off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change.
Johan Cruyff, number 11.
Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Robertson. Now, can they get him away? Azar is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's managed to gift it back. Robertson. And it's Azar. Played into space. Cross from Scholes. Cleared without hesitation. In once more. This looks promising. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Rijkaard. James. And here's Kukçu. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
James. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
A probing pass.
Arsenal truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Kukçu. Azar. Looking here to chip it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And the counter is on. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get it through? Manchester United still ahead by the game's only goal. Now it's Hullet. He's going for goal! And that really should have been that.
Hullet has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
United, number 7, Ruud Gullit. Coming on the field is number 21, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Getting up there! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Impressive jump! But he's left disappointed.
Ferdinand is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And the cross comes in.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Kukçu. This could be their final throw of the dice. The message is simple: defend this with your lives.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Desperate defending required here. And he thumps it clear. Spread it left. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Messi.
A player who needs no introduction.
Threads one in. Kanu. Goes for a shot!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
All hands on deck for this one. And he gets rid in a hurry. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Manchester United have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it.